What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today I want to talk about OZSC. I want to talk about my position. I winded up taking a red day today on it, but it's all good. I want to explain that. Also want to talk about Aitx. A dip buying opportunity presented itself. Also took a red on that as well, but it's part of the process and I want to share that process with you guys. But before I do that, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It's very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So, that being said, let's just get right into it, guys. So, first and foremost, OZSC. So I've been playing this thing and been capitalizing on this thing for the last month now. So I knew a red day was bound to come at some point, and today was that day. So yesterday I had purchased it when I noticed this consolidation in here. To be honest, on the actual position, because I did hold it overnight. To be honest, on the actual position, I was profitable. But the way I do my process is I do it by day to day, the P&L on the day to day. So, so yesterday I winded up closing out a position after, if you watch my previous video, if you haven't, please go and do so. But I had closed out with a 6% gain on OZSC, which is roughly about a $1,400 profit. And then I repurchased it near the close of day in this 31 area. So it did pop and winded up giving me about another $400 profit towards the end of the day, which put me up almost close to about $1,900 in profit on OZSC yesterday. But that is the position from today that I sold. So technically, I was still green on the position because overall, I winded up losing roughly about $300. And it closed up 400. So on the position, I was actually finished with about $100 profit on the position, which is like a break even for the actual position size that I had. But I do my P&Ls by the day, and that's how I like tracking my stuff. That's me personally. That's just how I personally like to track it. So on the day, I winded up taking about a $300 loss on OZSC. Didn't necessarily do what I wanted to at the open. It pretty much opened flat and just tanked. I had an opportunity where I was up a couple hundred, but I just wasn't sure what it was going to do. And then all of a sudden it just tanked. I was trying to be a little patient with it, and then it just started tanking. And so I just sold my position for about a $300 loss, which in hindsight, as I've talked about in my process, usually when I'm in the stock market, the goal is to capture anywhere between 6 to 10% profit and to cut my losses at 2% or less. So the reality of it is the $300 loss for me personally was still well within my risk tolerance because the $300 was on a $23,000 position size. So that was still under, roughly right about, 2% loss, which that's absolutely fine. It's part of the process, and I have no problem taking those losses when they come. That had happened. I just winded up taking that loss, and then I winded up switching over to Aitx because Aitx just had some news come out. Robotic Assistant Service indicates that momentum for products accelerates, receives multiple orders. So they're still getting purchase orders for their product. So I thought that would have provided a great opportunity, and it did wind up spiking a little bit in the morning. And so when it dropped right here, my goal was to dip buy it. I tried, and you know what? It might not have been right here. I believe it was down here. I tried to dip buy it originally right here. And then of course it winded up dropping. And so I winded up taking a $100 loss on that as well, which is again, within my risk tolerance, which is roughly about like a 1 to 2% loss, somewhere in that range. And, I'm perfectly happy with that. I've talked about it in previous videos, how when I'm trading dip buys, I'm a little more on the scared side because you just never know, it could catch a small bounce just like it did here, caught a small bounce and then dipped. And then again, caught a small bounce here, then dipped, caught a small bounce here, then dipped. With those, I want to see an instant drop and then an instant shoot up. And when I don't see that instant shoot up, then it's, like what you see right here when it tanked here. and then shot straight back up. That's what I'm looking for in the dip buy. So if it doesn't do that instantly, then I just exit, and I'm perfectly okay with exiting. I've been on a monster green streak lately, so this is and the day's still not over. It's 9:30 a.m. my time, so I mean we still have 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours of the market open, so there still can be opportunity for me. I do have plenty of day trades left, so I can wind up going green on the day if I find an opportunity available. But right now I'm not seeing much opportunity, so I'm just sitting on my hands, waiting for an opportunity to present itself. And if it doesn't, I'm perfectly okay with taking a red day today, because it is part of the process, and that risk tolerance is in the process of I'm okay with taking a -2% loss. That's perfectly fine with me. Like I said, I kind of been on this massive green streak. So here's my just the calendar for for the daily activity. So as you can see, over the last 2 months, I've only been red 5 days out of the last 2 months. And I've been on this amazing green streak. This is the longest green streak I've ever been on. The market has been so amazing. So if I take a red today, I'm perfectly okay with that. This day actually closes a quarter on my fiscal year from trading, so I can't wait to go ahead and dive into that and calculate my gain for the quarter. And then again, man, I also wanted to bring up, I just passed 100,000 views on my channel. So thanks to all you subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you for everybody watching. For me personally, to go over 100,000 views in just a little over a couple months, mind blowing for me. Because like I said, man, if you watch my videos, I really just did this to review my data on my psychological and emotional side in the market. That's originally why I started posting videos on YouTube. I did it for myself. And then, I started getting people interested in what I was doing. And then it just keeps growing from here. So I appreciate all of you. I thank all of you. It is truly an amazing feeling to wake up this morning and see me over 100,000 views on my channel in just a couple months. Didn't ever really expect that to happen so soon. So that was pretty awesome. And you guys are all very much appreciated. So again, man, just to get back into it, Aitx, part of the process. You guys have to understand, for me as a trader, it is process over profits. As long as I stick to my process, red days are going to happen. Red streaks are going to happen. As long as I maintain them with the -2% or less, in the long run, I will be absolutely fine. So OZSC took a loss on it. Aitx took a loss on it. But at least I'm still seeing somewhat of consolidation in Aitx. Still seeing somewhat of a consolidation in OZSC. It's actually looking like it's starting to turn now, which is looking really nice. So I'm gonna probably pay attention to that. Maybe capitalize on that a little bit later. So that still is very much in play for me. But leave a comment, man. Let me know what you guys think of my analysis. Again, if you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You can't stop Mafia is a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. So OZSC took a red on it, a little -2%. Part of the process. Aitx, try to dip by it, took a red on it, probably less than 2% minus. That's cool, part of the process. I'm very happy with today, and I can still capitalize on opportunity if it presents itself. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.